So we are keeping our fingers crossed.
We're in the waiting room at the dealership and it's been 4 hours. Drive through town. I think these got wobbled out when we had the movement from the camper the first time. I'm paying the price now.
One of these projects that I'm going to be starting is something I'm a little worried about. This is a good sign. We are at the dealership. We got a call that they received the radiator this morning. I think they were trying to figure out how to get us in. Instead of talking on the phone, we just decided to head on over. Hopefully it'll be a little harder to say no to us in person. So we are keeping our fingers crossed. It is the Friday before Christmas.
Well, things didn't work out as planned, which is typical, especially on the road. We ended up staying at Kamlara Park for another few days until December 26th. We were grateful that one of our good friends invited us over for Christmas Day, which helped us swallow this pill a little bit easier.
We're finally back at Sam Lehman's to get that radiator fixed. Definitely exciting. We're getting the truck in there this morning. The technician is in today, so we're definitely very excited. Andy's waiting for us, so all fantastic signs to get in and get out today. We decided to leave all our crap on the side. It worked out better than I thought. Whew, there's a lot of cars in here. But I guess that happens the first day after Christmas, eh?
We're in the waiting room at the dealership and it's been 4 hours.
Hope things are going well.
Yep, I don't care. As long as we get the radiator in, we'll be good. So, 8 hours later.
It is about 8. It is literally like 8 hours.
Yeah, I guess our bumper caused us a little bit of headache, so.
Yes.
But it looks badass, so.
Now we've got to get the camper back on.
Yeah, we got to load her up.
We stayed nearby for the night in East Peoria to make sure we didn't have any problems, and then started the trek down to North Carolina.
Although, is this the one we stayed at?
Yeah, it is. Remember,
We were over there. We'll just park over there and then we'll walk it in and ask.
Continue on I-64 east for 55 miles.
I'm going to drive through town.
Okay, you're looking good. You're actually a little driver now. Hello.
Howdy.
We're excited to be in. We're
excited to be in North Carolina.
Yes,
and
finally.
And we are mooch docking.
We were able to get the radiator fixed and out of Illinois. Unfortunately, it was a little later than what we wanted to. It was post-Christmas, but we're here now, though. And that's all that matters.
That's that's where we start on this big journey of doing stuff.
Yes. So the next month or so is going to be pretty much dedicated to a bunch of maintenance and some upgrades. So we're going to be sharing those, as we always do, with you on the way. We're saying that we were going to get a bunch of projects done, so I thought I'd share what is actually on our list, which is quite a bit. So I'm going to take you over to our sheet. As you can tell, we have a laundry list of things to do. Will we get all of these done? Absolutely not. But it is on our list loosely based on priority. We're going to start off with a quote-unquote small project that Gary has started. Tell us about this jack that you have down here.
So we put the jack under there because this side right here is pushing away a little bit. And what I don't want to do is push too much and break the pylon. And we also have a little bit of separation inside. So we got a little bit of movement here. So to fix this, I needed to be on my other stands, not on this stand. I got some wooden stands, so we'll do that in North Carolina.
So while we were at Penpack fixing up the nose cap and all of the issues with the camper, I kind of made it my thing to put the jacks and stuff back on, and we reinforced everything behind the wall here. And when I went to drill the holes here got drilled okay. These got oblonged for some reason. And I think that was because they were oblong before. So these big holes here are different sizes than these holes here. So we're all tight here, so it doesn't seem like it should be moving, but evidently it is just enough upward pressure that it's causing this piece to bow out and the piece inside the camper to bow out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put a new backing plate on the back side of this so that the holes aren't wobbled out. And then what I'm going to do is put bigger bolts in here. I think these got wobbled out when we had the movement from the camper the first time. And when we did that, I don't think I did a good job of drilling this out. So I'm paying the price now. And then I replaced this plate down in here. It basically is aluminum and it's 2-inch by 2-inch. Can't go much bigger than that because the sidewall here, that's the new piece that I'm going to be drilling out. And I'm doing that so that way hopefully the bolts will stay steady in the wall a little bit better. So that's what we're doing.
One of these projects that I'm going to be starting is something I'm a little worried about, and I'd love to get your opinion on whether you think this makes sense to do or you think I'm crazy for doing. My plan is to paint all of the cabinets white-ish. I'm still dealing with the color, but I definitely want to go much lighter than the dark cabinets in here, give it a little bit more of a bright feel in here. I've noticed that, especially when it's darker outside, the darkness in the camper seems to get to me after a while. I mean, we've been full-timing for a little while, so definitely wanted to brighten it up, make it cheerier in here. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that I really wanted a stove in here. We bought this camper off the lot, so we didn't really have the option of adding a stove after the fact. What I really miss is doing pizzas in there, doing roasted vegetables, that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. We ended up purchasing a Rec Pro stove, but we're going to see how that works out. But because that stove actually comes out here, we're going to get rid of the countertops as well. We are going to replicate one of the other projects that was mentioned on the Host Truck Camper site. Joe had put in some MDF countertops with countertop epoxy, and I thought that looked amazing, so we are going to try to do that. I think we're going to do some modifications here in the kitchen to make it a little bit more user-friendly for us, and we'll be taking you along as we go down that project, but my focus right now is to get the countertops off and then paint the cabinets.
So I think we've got this solved now finally. I put in 3/8 inch by 2-inch bolts instead of the 1/4-inch carriage bolts that were in here. I did that on both sides and then clamped them down inside, and it seems to be holding pretty well. So I got that all done. I still got to caulk this yet, but I lifted the camper. Before, when we lifted the camper, it was noticeable it started to bulge immediately. So this time when I lifted the camper, I even set it off on a weird angle, and it seemed to not bulge anymore. It's got a little bit of play in here, but I'll take care of that with some good caulk. I took this down, so I got to obviously fix that. But I think we got it fixed. So hopefully, fingers crossed that we got that tidied up. So now it's going to be good and firm like the other side. The other side doesn't seem to be moving at all. So
Good.
good to go.
All right. So my first project will be to try to do what I want to do in the bathroom. I maybe like learn how to do some of this, get all the painting done, get the cabinet done, and kind of see how things work out here before I tackle something as large as the kitchen. What I'm doing right now is trying to get this stinking countertop off of here, and it is not easy. They ended up gluing it in. Oh, I gotta tell you what I'm actually trying to do here. This room is really deep, but because of this bowl, you don't have a lot of room to maybe put baskets in here for organization, that kind of stuff. What I'm going to try this time is, since we're getting rid of this countertop, I am going to get a vessel sink instead, which would eliminate this whole piece and hopefully allow me to get maybe something like maybe not a slide out tray, but a bin that I can move back and forth. Obviously, you're still limited because you do have lips here, but I'm hoping with that would give us a little bit more organization in the bathroom, kind of clean up that area, which I'd really like to do. I will have to worry about how tall the new faucet will be, because it's got to be above to match a vessel sink, but also underneath the lip over there. Oh, look at that. You can see how bad I painted underneath there. Huh. Well, we'll be getting that fixed when I paint everything else anyway. What I'm having problems with is underneath here. This is all obviously glued on. It needed to be. But if you look way back here, they got tons of glue. And I have no leverage because trying to get there with anything, this is in the way. So we're going to have a fun time on this one.
Make damn sure that thing stops before you put it in the toilet.
All right, now we can actually get to the lip, which is seriously glued on there.
Yeah, this is right.
Definitely a little crazy to get that countertop off. Whew, the kitchen is going to be rough. Maybe we need to cut the back piece. So that middle piece is the problem. Yeah. Wow, that took a long time.
I've got some stuff I'll have to replace.
Okay.
We really appreciate you sticking around with us as we tear our camper apart. And make sure to ring that notification bell so you know when we post our next video, which will be our review of the Autoterm 2D diesel heater. Until then, leave every place you visit a little better, and we'll see you on the next trail.